Oh, y'all, welcome to this session. I get so much like surprise or unexpected energy with this pal. And I'm sorry I'm jumping right in so quickly, but I mean, I've been getting hit. And this was supposed to be just, I'm going to have a little fun chat with my ancestors that like to, reveal the actual factuals bluntly. Even if we got to get red for filth or whatever today, but, whatever. And like thoughts have just been coming to me. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. Yeah, thoughts have just been popping in my head. Like I started thinking about how did I end up here? Like if I went back to elementary school, I'm telling you, not one person would have told you this is what I would have been doing for a living. Most of my friends would have said she's gonna be a visual artist or a dancer. And I mean, granted, I lived both, but not a visual artist. I would never claim that. I have awards, but that was in my childhood. I'd never claimed making a living as a visual artist. Maybe had I kept going down that road, I could have, but I didn't. But let me clear the space with a little sage today. But yeah, I was just thinking, like, I remember when I was little, I hated my hands. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Amina. Welcome to my channel. But yeah, I remember when I hated the way my hands look. I used to think my hands looked old. I said I got wrinkly knuckles, wrinkly hands like an old person, and then as I got older, I started playing West African drums and my hands started to get a little rough. On top of that, I said, shit, I ain't never gonna get nobody, no lover, nobody gonna want to be with me with my hard, wrinkly hands. Yeah, that young, thinking about that. Well, nobody gonna want to hold my hand. Now look at me. Anyway, I just feel like a lot of you here are going to find that the majority, I would say collective channeled messages that a lot of people are surprised by you. And it might even be your spirit team. It's just like you've either transformed in some way, rebooted yourself, took a new direction people didn't expect. But there's just an element about you right now that I'm getting. There's some aspect that has kind of caught people off guard or surprised them. So today we're going to find out. My 4 questions are: how people view you. What's the gossip? How does the universe see you? What do your guides feel about you? Number 3, you need to know these things. They will be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days. And you're going to find out what those things are. And last, who are you truly at your soul's core? Okay, so we have 4 cards here to choose from. Pile 1, they all come from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle. We have Sisters of the Spring Swallow, Good Fortune Granted. We have Harvest Mother Watches Over Me. For pile 3, Sacred Falcon Shows the Way. And lastly, but not least, Princess of Purity Leaps Across. And I really feel like each of these piles are like somehow, some way being guided by someone or something. I mean, we always are, but I feel like to get over something or to gain something or to communicate something. Okay? So let's take a deep breath in through our mouths and out through our noses. Why? Because breathing in through your mouth, sometimes it's like you're just taking in fresh, new air, and it's easier to feel that, to really feel that when you do it through your mouth. And exhaling through your nose kind of forces you to relax and slow down, because you don't want to exhale through your nose and like snot or something or boogers fly out. So you're going to breathe out slowly. And it's a real easy way to calm yourself down. All right. Taking a deep breath. Exhale. Breathe in. Fresh, clean air filling up your lungs. And exhale. Relaxing, not tensing up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. I want to do one more deep breath in. Fill up with light, loving energy. See your lungs, your heart glowing yellow, golden light. And exhale. Feel yourself letting go of any negative energy, any toxins. Just let them all out. And if you need to pause here to take another look at the cards, take your time, but I'll be right back with pile one. Hey, pile one, you were guided to Sisters of the Spring Swallow, Good Fortune Granted. I think this is such a pretty card. It was almost hard for me not to choose it just off of how it looked. But a different card kind of really tugged at me. But maybe this would be like my second choice. It just makes me feel good to look at it. Anyway, that's your last card, and I actually read you that one from the book. So let's jump right in. This is supposed to be a quick and fun read. Let's see. How do people view my pile ones? And what's the gossip? I'm going to use the Mystic Spiral, the Tarot of the Mystic Spiral, as it's called, to get this answer. How do people view my pile ones? What's the gossip? And there may not be any. Maybe nobody's talking about you. But most of my light family members are amazing. So there's always somebody talking something. Let's see. So you have the Two of Cups reversed. There may be a lot of people in your business about a relationship that didn't work out, or maybe a career that you seemed really tied to. But I'm really getting a relationship. Six of Cups. Something you've been connected to or someone for a very long time. The Five of Wands. So I feel like right now, people kind of see you as somebody who will not be stopped from going after what they've been dreaming of, what they've been wanting. Maybe you've had a long-term goal or dream or passion that there's always conflicting energies in the way, or a lot of competition, or a lot more you feel like you need to know or learn. It's like people are saying you will end things with like you surprise people by the fact that, okay, people see you as someone who's able to cut ties with people or things from their past without a problem if you cause a lot of conflict. Now, whether or not they see you as the conflicting person or not, I'm not seeing that, and maybe I'll get clarity on that after, but let me see if there's any gossip. So you got the Six of Swords reverse. Something you're not walking away from, or let me keep going. All right, Five of Swords reverse. There's something about you hanging in there for something that was very competitive. Maybe a relationship, Ten of Pentacles reverse. No, it's like career and relationship all wrapped into one. All right, so there's a few things being said about you. Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords reverse. Okay. So, I'm gonna get you that clarity too. Are they trying to see, do they see you as a conflict? No. Okay. Here's what I'm getting. That made it real clear. That's the Emperor reversed. So some people see you at this time as somebody who ain't playing when it comes to their relationships, specifically romantic ones. You could have been with somebody for a very long time, but you have goals, you have things that you've been going after since you were young for a long time. You have things that are like your spiritual calling, and you don't have time. You've been in a relationship with someone who there was a lot of conflict or there was a lot of competition. People might have wanted this person too, but they weren't even good for you. With the Emperor reversed, they were either holding you back from stepping into a full leadership position, or they just were not good in that position. Bad father figure, husband type vibe, masculine or feminine. You know how it resonates for you. But people see you as someone who you're not going to hang around if you are coming in with some reversed divine masculine in it. Well, I won't even call it divine. You're coming in with some toxic masculine energy. You're not for that. You'll be out. And that's how they see you. And they've probably seen you do it to someone they thought you were going to be with. Like, you guys were one. Maybe friends. It could have been a friendship. It could have been a lover. But you might have cut somebody off recently that was very conflicting with your energy. But maybe you were with them for a long time. A lot of people are really kind of looking at that friendship or relationship. And for some of you, it could be a interest. Like maybe you were always interested in, let's see, the medical field, and now all of a sudden you're a visual artist and you don't even talk about medicine anymore. It's like that kind of vibe. And maybe because the field of medicine, there was too much conflict. You had bad bosses, but you've always wanted to be, you thought you always wanted to be in the medical field. And people thought that's what you was going to do. But it turns out you have no problem switching direction. Now, the gossip about you is that it seems like you're not making money doing something. You're not making a lot of money. It's like, but maybe they feel like you're afraid of competition, so you're doing something, or you're reluctant to leave behind something that either is very, very competitive, but not making you any money, or there's people who stick gossip in the way of you getting to money. But it's like these are like people, or this is a career or something you're reluctant to leave behind. But you've been getting shown that you need to walk away from it for a minute. Yeah, it's like a bunch of people are doing one thing, and you need to be going the other way. Yeah. It's like there's a reluctance, and there's always been an ongoing conflict with whatever this was or is. Maybe it was what you thought was going to be your generational wealth. Maybe people in your family have done it for a long time, for decades and generations. Maybe you were married to or in love with or best friends with someone who did this. But whatever the case may be, the gossip is that you ain't prospering from it, and you're refusing to leave it behind, even though it doesn't seem to be doing much for you, is what they're saying. That's the gossip. And then on some end, some people feel like you're avoiding more competitive fields for like out of fear of conflict, which it could be. And it could be stemming from this energy here. Because I do feel for some of you, that could really be a boss or a career that was conflicting. Bottom of the deck with the Four of Swords reversed, what you don't realize is that most people see you as someone who does a lot, who's been through a lot, who sacrifices a lot. With the Four of Swords coming through reverse, it lets me know you're seen as someone who's healing, primarily by those who truly know you. You're seen as someone who's going through their own healing process and processing things in the way that they must. Cutting off where they need to cut off, letting in where they need to let in. But yeah, your whole movement right now is spiritual. And those that really know you, they see that. But those on the outside that don't know you, they kind of are judging how you move, how you can just leave something behind that you were a part of or with for a very long time. But then hang into something or onto something that has nothing, that doesn't have much to offer. And that could be a relationship as well. Yeah. Because it's funny, it made me think of my husband. How some people may look at me and say, well, why would you want to go with someone in another country who obviously is not making more than you? When most people will, stereotypically, most American women, or most women in general, I will say, are looking for breadwinners. Say no. Go ahead in the comments. It's fine. But when you're young, it is kind of instilled in you to find someone who could take care of you. And I chose somebody who we mutually balance each other out. And I feel like you did something like that, where it was like, I don't know, to avoid conflict. You're kind of going, because at first with the Six of Swords reverse, traditionally it means your guides are trying to guide you away from something to something better, but you're holding on to familiar shores. But I don't get that here. This one is a lot different. This looks like you're avoiding, initially here, right? Six of Swords. These guys look like they are commanding this whirlpool and wave. Maybe trying to move the ship away from it. Trying to move away from it to something better. But in the reverse, I get the feeling that you're like trusting in a higher power to guide you, reversed. Whereas here, I feel like it's a part of a group. So I don't know. You take it how y'all take it, how it resonates for you. You all are intuitive as well. But I feel like this is more speaking of going in a direction people didn't expect you to go in. And avoiding getting out of conflicts, avoiding conflicts. Just at one point, it was seeming like that. And I do feel like with the Five of Swords reverse, you might have had a lot of people behind the scenes trying some shit. I don't know. I don't want to say black magic, but I feel like gossip, talking stuff behind you so that you wouldn't understand why you weren't getting a position or getting overlooked for something. People that were in the way of you getting your fortune, but they don't understand like how you persevere. So I do feel like see, now I'm finally getting it. I do feel like a lot of the gossip is coming from people who don't understand how you persevered through some of the attacks they did or things they threw at you behind your back. Yeah, that's the gossip. And when I say gossip, that doesn't necessarily mean everybody you know is saying it. It's a select few, okay? Four Swords reverse, you're healing from the stuff you've been through, okay? So let's keep it moving. That was long. This is supposed to be a quickie, pile one. I didn't expect to go that far in, but hey, that's what it called for. All right, so how does the universe see you? Who gives a hell how people see you? How's the universe see my power ones? I'm surprised I'm getting so much quiet right now. My oldest twin is up, and she's not always cooperative. How does the universe see you? What do your guides feel about you, power one? Well, let's start from the first one. You have the seer. Didn't I say y'all are intuitive? You'll get messages as you're watching this. You'll know what they mean for you. You also have you're a beacon. Sometimes I can't read my own freaking handwriting. You're a beacon. And lastly, get out of here. Passion leads. So let's give you your message from the universe, how they see you. We know you've seen so much, and it's this gained wisdom that makes us proud to send messages to the living through you. Now past lifetimes as a high priestess are influencing present energy. Lean into it, priestess. They see you as a seer. Similar to the sun, you shine your light naturally. You radiate a glow, just being who you are. Know that life is about to turn up for you, and it's overdue. You're a beacon. Wow, I said this was my second choice, pal. I wanted to be number one now. I like the way the universe sees you guys. Passion leads. What you are passionate about are the things meant to be a part of your highest calling. We are helping you to achieve your passions. Wow. So don't even worry about what people think about what you're choosing to go after. The universe is with you and backing you on following and going after the things that you're passionate about. Listen to your intuition and know that you are also meant to just glow. Life is about to turn up for you, my ones. I'm happy for you. All right, so you need to know these things. All right. 6 things are going to be relevant for you in the next 3 to 5 days. This is from my Do You Know How Great You Are Oracle deck. And I hope I move a lot faster with the other piles. I feel like I'm dragging. I'm slow. I don't know. Y'all giving me a laid back energy. Like, y'all just done with the BS. This pile just gives me, like, it is what it is. Like, an energy of acceptance. That's what I'm feeling from this pile. Maybe that's the healing process you're completing now. Is acceptance. All right, let me get you 6 cards. Try to get you various colors. We only have 3 colors, and I said various. I'm funny. And these 2 are poking here, so let's go with it. All right, so these are the things you need to know because they're going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days, pal 1. When you understand your power, wow, watch out, world, in a good way. You're one of those lights that can't dim no matter what. Didn't they just say you were a beacon? You enter rooms and the vibration is elevated instantly. It's time for you to see your light too. A gift may come. That's a side note. You may receive a gift in the next 3 to 5 days. It can either be a spiritual gift or a literally in your hands gift. But your key words that you should try to use as often as possible or meditate on are powerful, magician vibes, bright light, gifts, and recognition. Because that's what's coming in. Gratitude is the key for the next 3 to 5 days. My pal 1. I got too much up here. Okay. There we go. You need to know that what you have to offer this world is needed. If there's something you find yourself interested in doing, pursue this knowledge. This will open the door to your mission. Wow. You have a special talent with arts. Well, They were straight up with you. They were straight up. Okay, what else we got for my power ones? In the next 3 to 5 days, that's going to be relevant. So something about your artistic talent, it's going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days, or any gifts you have in the arts. That could be creative or performing. You being in an energy of gratitude is going to be the key for the next 3 to 5 days for these things to come in. And in the next 3 to 5 days, if you find yourself interested in something, pursue that knowledge. Okay. You need to know the person you feel closest to at this time has a true love for you. Oh, so if you were doubting somebody's love for you, whether or not it was real or based on anything other than love, they're letting you know this person truly loves you. And you have travel. Yeah, I'm glad this card came out right in time for you guys to consider going on my retreat. Travel, see the world. It's calling to you. Right now may not seem like the right time, but it is. Plan your next getaway. You'll be influenced into alignment with a life mission or a divine mate through a trip. Wow. If that isn't something you needed to know, well, it's relevant, going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days. Maybe you're going to find out about a trip in the next 3 to 5 days, or a retreat, or you're going to meet somebody that's going to make you want to travel somewhere, or something with your career or higher purpose is going to call to you to go somewhere. But that's what you need to know. And lastly, your top card is, who are you truly? And I'm going to go to the book. And you have Sisters of the Spring, Swallow. Good fortune granted. Okay. So your message says, it is time for new light and new life to flourish. Springtime is upon you now. This is a sign of hope, new life, and fresh starts. What has been cut back is now going to spring forth into life. And that just took me back to that 6 of Cups. That's something from your past. Now, it feels like now it's going to really blossom. As you move into the springtime of your soul, there shall be much joy, energy, and life returning to you. I almost keep seeing 6 of Pentacles in my mind, which is you finally receiving back your worth and the equal value of the energy you put towards others or something. So the appearance of the swallow in China is often referred to in poetry as a sign of imminent spring, but pretty much translates to a time of growth, abundance, and life. All right, especially after a hard winter. So it lets me know that you might have had a rough winter. You might have still felt like you were going through it through this spring, but now things are about to shift. Relationship healing is coming in, being able to choose healthier and more supportive relationships, and rekindling of a friendship or other positive relationships are indicated. So who you truly are, who are you truly? You are somebody who really honors the relationships they make, the connections they make with people. You're somebody who knows how to grow something from nothing, like a fresh start. And even though you might see nothing, your energy, this energy of just knowing, this gratitude that I'm always taken care of, kind of carries you through. You can bring joy and life and renewed energy to a relationship, to a community, to an environment. You're one of those people that if somebody stops talking to you or you stop talking to them, it's not going to last. Like as soon as they see you again, they're going to want to say something, even if they don't. And you can easily go and offer compassion and forgiveness and be forgiven. You're just something I feel like your relationships are really highly held high, and it might not just be in your eyes, it could be others that really, really honor having a connection to you. Now, one thing they do mention is don't try to prolong something that needs to end, and don't become impatient with what is now just becoming. So you have to start to enjoy what is. You may be one of those people that get impatient. And you start to push, start to do too much, start to cling. I hear cling. Big caps, it came into my mind, like cling. Hold on to things because you fear lack. And you don't see the abundance coming in, so you cling to things that you know no longer serve a purpose for you. Um, or because you're just impatient with the new that's supposed to be on the horizon. So you have to watch that, okay? Because the steps unfold for you when you sit back and you shift your perspective and your energy. But I really see you as someone who's a true blue, loyal, good friend. Um, I keep hearing that. People who are in friendships, relationships with you, you're that person they don't forget. Like they remember you. You're that person that could have had a friend or a boyfriend from like elementary school that if you saw them, they'd remember you and still have the same feelings. I'm telling you. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. You're in a you're somebody who is not afraid to grow, who's um but at the same time, they are really asking you to relax right now. Okay? That your harvest is coming and that you're right now in a growth process. So yeah, try not to worry so much. Your fortune is coming. Your goodies are coming in. But you have to be patient. You know, a harvest like this takes time to grow. Wow. That was longer than I thought it was going to be, my pal ones. I hope this resonated. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe. And please read my description, or at least take a glance. It'll tell you about other ways we could vibe and what I got going on right now. All right? Sending out so much light and love in your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with Pile 2. Bye. Hey, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. I was actually drawn to this pile. Pile 1 was like my second, but I wasn't sure if I was drawn to Pile 1 just because I thought it was pretty. You know, more so than just really feeling spiritually drawn to it. But this card, Harvest Mother Watches Over Me, was really calling to me. Anyway, let's see. I read that card last. What we're going to first do, and I hope how to that it is so much more just, let's just get into it because Power One was a lot. I was surprised. I said, oh shoot, this was supposed to be a fun quickie, not like as long as that was. But anyway, let's see. How do people view you and what's the gossip on you? If there is any. How do people view you and what's the gossip on you? Okay, it's the second time I'm seeing 8 of Pentacles. People view you as somebody who is in their work. Either you're a master at it or that is where you're focused. But I done cut this deck twice now, and I see the 8 of Pentacles twice. So, yeah. People see you as really being focused on your work. If that comes out again, my God. I'm using the tarot of, what is it? Of the Mystic Spiral. Please forgive me. This pile is making me feel giddy. I don't know why. What am I excited about? Not even like I want to laugh. I don't know what it is. Something about this pile. And the card doesn't even look like all that happy and joy-filled. But I don't know. Maybe you guys are feeling something like something's coming. Y'all know when I get that feeling, I gotta sing my West Side Story. But that's what I'm feeling right now. Like that excitement. Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Whew, I felt that. Y'all probably was like, shut the hell up, but I felt that. Okay, let's get into it. How do people view my power twos? We got the Ace of Swords. So, you're very clear. They see you as the truth speaker. You're going to speak the truth. You're going to make things clear. In fact, they feel like you're the king or the queen of that. If anybody needs defending, you are the one that will stand and defend. Your words transform situations and people. You give people fresh new mindsets and starts. The snake is giving me so much transformation. You've been through so much yourself. Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we have the Ace of Cups reversed. It's weird. It's like some people see you as very intelligent, very witty, sometimes humorous. But there's something with love or matters of the heart that they feel like you're not so great at. I want to get clarity on that. But anyway, let me see how else they view you. And then you have the King of Wands reversed. King of Wands reversed could give going after a goal or a career by any means, like not caring who they step on, who they hurt to get to a goal. However, the King of Wands reversed could also mean not being ambitious, not being determined, not going after something, being lazy, just and this could also represent someone. So there could be someone in particular that has caused people to view you as maybe somebody who puts their heart into something but can easily shut it off. Yeah, some people might see you as a player or maybe like just fickle when it comes to your relationships, friends or lovers. It's interesting how they see you. It's like a really good way, and then like this, those who don't see you that way. So it's like, or it's like they see you this way and as these other aspects of you as well. I'm gonna come back to how they see you. Let's see if there's any gossip. Maybe that'll bring clarity. All right, we got the Four of Cups. That's interesting. When I split the deck for the Eight of Pentacles, when that came up, this card was there. But I ignored it. And I guess it said, nope, I'm back. And it's more snake energy. Four of Cups. The Ace of Pentacles. You got every ace here except the Ace of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. That's crazy. You literally have people saying like two opposing things about you. What's up at the bottom of the deck for this pack? For my twos. The Three of Pentacles. A lot with money and work. You only got one cups here. And it's flipped upside down. So, how do people view my twos? Can I get clarity? Why is the Ace of Cups reversed? It says the Judgment reversed. Yeah. That's interesting. And Justice reversed. All right. So maybe I'm being biased because I was drawn to this power. I'm trying to understand it a little bit more. But okay, how people see you with a little clarity here. Some people, maybe you're very outspoken about your spiritual beliefs and or your mindsets or your experiences or you speak out about something that some people feel like you aren't true to. With this spirit, with your judgment being reversed, it's almost like some people feel like you're fake. You haven't had any awakening. The stuff you're saying is BS. Some people feel like there's like maybe a heartlessness about you, or like you're doing something not because you love it. It's like you're all over the place. King of Wands reversed. Some people may see you as very over the top ambitious, or yeah, like over the top, going after everything, not caring who's in your way. Um, and then there's some who might see you as you're not doing enough. You just talk. You just say stuff, but there's no proof. There's no evidence. Justice reverse. Some people see you as not really being fair when you're going when it comes to things you've pursued. Some people may see you as someone who has pursued a lot of things only to be overlooked, like to not get your fair share, your justice. Some people feel like you haven't done enough. Everybody pretty much feels like you're the truth. What you say, whether they're going to admit it to you or not, they've watched you go through transformations and changes and things like that. You are, can't nobody say that you ain't real. And you communicate and you're clear and you're very intuitive. With this Ace of Swords, you get a lot of intuitive hits that you don't trust, and you should. But there's just something with this awakening being reversed. You may have some people who pretend to love you, who are really trying to test you or see if you're as awakened, or or you are as you seem. There's others I feel like think that, like I said, they feel like you're phony or you're fake with it or something. But this is giving me minor energy. It's almost like they're saying you wanted to know, but ain't really nothing to worry about. These are the people you need to be not worrying about, but caring about, because they actually, some of them either can see that you've been trying, but you're not getting your fair share, or others are seeing that you're going about it the wrong way. And you need to, balance your energy or something. I don't know. Justice is screaming at me that you feel unfairly treated when it comes to your energy and passion and work you've tried to do, like maybe overlooked. And there are people who see that, who view you as someone who has been overlooked. Because this is a king. You're a king in reverse. Like, it's like knowing all of this, having all this knowledge, having done all this stuff, but still not getting justice, not getting recognized. And it gives me this energy here, that this is the energy that was in the way. Those that saw you as like not who you claim to be. So the gossip about you at this time is mixed. Very mixed. Some people can't get it. They don't know. They're like, maybe you're like overindulging in mysticism, or maybe you're doing a substance over the top. Some people feel like the gossip could be you're going a little bit too deep into the mystical world, or you're just overindulging, bored, just doing something like because you have nothing else to do. It's weird. But at the same time, it's like the gossip is that you found something that could bring you a lot of money. So maybe it's like they felt like this at one point. Some people might still feel like you're like lost in the world of the mystics. Um, Others may be gossiping that you need some kind of change, that you've just been doing the same thing over and over again, and you just need something new. And then the gossip is that you got something new, that you're making a lot of money, or that you just started to make a lot of money. But at the same time, with the Five of Pentacles here, some people feel like you ain't got no money. So some are saying you got a lot of money, some are saying you probably broke. Then there's some that are talking about people in your life. So for some of you with that Ace of Cups reverse, I feel like some people might feel like a love relationship you're in is not good, or that you just came out of a relationship that people thought was going to be great, or everybody saw as being great, but it just wasn't your spiritual connection. It wasn't for you. Some people are saying you're in a relationship that you think is love, but you ain't. You're not aware. You haven't awakened or something. But some of this can tie into, yeah, it's something you're like kind of complacent in, but it's like people see it as bringing you a lot of money or breaking your pockets. So it's either your career, a career choice you made, or a relationship. At the bottom of the deck, you got the Three of Pentacles here. So what you don't know is that the majority of people want to work with you. I don't know what you got, what gift you got. If they've made front and try to act like you ain't gifted and you ain't talented and all of that, people want to collaborate with you. And there are people who want to collaborate with you who have money. So, yeah, at something. Some of you, I feel like social media is going to blow up for you by collaborating with others who are very popular. Yeah, but I see recognition. Most people recognize you for whatever it is you bring to the table, which it seems to be what this Ace of Swords, this energy of clarity, of being able to communicate the truth. People know that you're always going to be real. That's what I'm getting. Even the ones who try to be like, oh, Patu ain't all they saying they are. Patu is not all love and angels and rainbows like they act like, you know. I feel like this is people from your past. A lot of your exes. I feel like a lot of your exes um watch you still. I feel like a lot of your exes watch you still. Ooh, that gave me a chill. That's creepy. I don't want to be with this pal anymore. That's creepy though, but yeah. A lot of them watch you still and project their thoughts about you towards you. So you need to make sure when you're feeling anything weird that it's coming from you and it belongs to you and it's not somebody else sending some funky energy. Now let's get into the next question. How does the universe see you? How does the universe see you? What do your guides feel about you? You know, here's what the people think. Wow, well that was quick. We got 1, 2, and 3. Okay. How does the universe see my pal twos? You have aura of bliss, the moon's child. Okay, I guess this is my pal then. And, and you bring joy. Wow, there's a lot about you that brings happiness and ooh, excuse me, did I burp in the mic? But it's like something about you with happiness. Well, shut up and read it. So it says, you seem like a ball of crystalline energy. When you're happy, you radiate bliss. It brings a peaceful yet fearless vibration to a space. Everyone can feel your aura. You're so powerful. We see you as the ultimate optimist. You're that person that's a walking blessing, and you don't even see it. It's like they see you as somebody that everywhere you go, you bring a peaceful energy. You make everybody feel at ease. Your aura shifts the energy in a space. It's like you bring an optimistic, everything's going to be okay type of energy. Yeah. But you don't notice. You don't see it sometimes. They want you to start seeing it. All right. You have the moon's child. You are so beautiful when you let your emotions flow in a creative way. Don't think you must suppress how you feel or seek validation. Honor your feelings. They're your intuitive compass and will always lead you right. The moon is your guide. Wow. The sentence that's standing out is don't think you must suppress how you feel or seek validation. Mm. Your feelings are your intuitive guides. When you feel something, listen to how you feel. And find some way to creatively release emotions, my twos. Dance, sing, write, do music, act, um, draw, paint, sculpt, garden, do something. You bring joy. Yellow might be your color, yellow and golds. We see you as an actual rainbow. When you enter a room, wow, this. When you enter a room, no matter the vibes, you can shift the energy to a bright, lighter vibration. We know it isn't always easy, but we promise to answer your prayers whenever you need some love. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So that's a nice message for me, how the universe sees you. And I feel like this group here, you're very, very supported by the universe. Very supported. Try not to second guess what you feel is real. So there's some things you need to know that are going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days. And I'm asking your guides to come through to let me know what those things are so I can tell you. So what things are going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days for my pal twos? 1, 2, 3. Let's get another color. 4. 2 black. 5. Okay. No, it's supposed to be 6. No wonder why the other card was trying to come. All right. Did I do 5 for the other group? Now I can't remember. I thought I did 6. Okay. I think I did. Alrighty. So let's see what are the things that are going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days that you need to know. I want to read them in the order they came out, but it doesn't matter. All right, my twos, do you realize how many closed doors are now open to you? Something that at one time wasn't available to you is now yours for the taking. The opportunity that brings fear, that idea. Yeah, that's it. Your keywords you should use or meditate on are opportunities, risk, overcoming limitations, action, purpose. Wow. Is there something that you know you want to do that you've been scared? They are saying it's time for you to do it, that the doors are going to be open for you to do it in the next 3 to 5 days. Wow. All right, my twos, you need to know that there's no obstacle, no negative energy, or even black magic that can touch you. You are magic. Know this. An upgrade's coming. Wow. In the next 3 to 5 days, baby. What else we got? I was feeling I didn't pull out all the cards from my pal. Maybe I did. Whatever. Okay. All right, my pal twos, you feel a little confused. The thing is, light worker, you know exactly what you want to do. When you can finally release self doubt, you'll soar. And those keywords for you are true clarity, knowing, self trust, intuition, just choose. And with that Ace of Swords coming through for how people see you, they probably don't even realize that you may be able to offer clarity, but sometimes things aren't always coming through so clear for you. But what your guides are saying is that things do come through clear for you. You know what you want to do, but there's a lot of self doubt and fear that holds you back. All right. What else we got? Epiphanies and awakening in the next 3 to 5 days. I feel like it has something to do with a life purpose. I really don't think I did all 6 for, because I don't remember having to squeeze like this. Business mogul. Next 3 to 5 days, baby. So I don't know. Maybe you have an idea or not, or something that you're gonna get with an epiphany, some kind of business is gonna come to your mind in the next 3 to 5 days, or an idea, creative one possibly, that's gonna pop off. And you need to know that no one will ever be able to hurt you again like they did in the past. Healing complete. Move on. Wow. So if you've been holding yourself back from a business goal, some epiphanies are coming that are going to awaken you to the direction you need to go in. Or you might meet a business mogul. Who knows, as a friend or in a relationship. Doors are opening for you in the next 3 to 5 days to do something that possibly hurt you in the past. But now that healing process is complete. You know what you want to do. Let go of the past, the fears, and the self-doubt, and go for it. You're magic. So who are you truly? At your soul's core, Harvest Mother watches over me. I'm going to read you the book. And pray my son who just woke up doesn't come out here and interrupt. All right. So my pal twos. I watch over you whilst you gaze within. For the time has come when you do best to gather your energy and direct it to your inner world. So much has been happening around you and within you. So much that it needs time and attention to be distilled, integrated, and digested. It will bring you greater peace and a sense of completion to do this now. It is time to harvest your emotional world to be ready to gain the rich wisdom of your experiences. Then you shall see you'll be ready for us to begin again for another chapter in your life journey, wiser, stronger, and ready together. And I really do feel like for many of you, I'm getting two messages. On one end, that is you for others. You are the harvest mother that watches over others. Maybe you're meant to be a guide, a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, a psychiatrist, something where um, you help people to take their experiences or what they're learning and turn it into wisdom that brings them peace and a sense of having completed certain processes and levels in life. And there's something with your experiences that you're meant to share in the world. Your emotions, there's something about harvesting emotions. Getting people to get in touch and connected to their emotions in some way. You connecting to yours is someone who you truly are. When you speak, that's where you speak from, your heart center. And that is why you're so clear and so honest. There's something very nourishing, healthy, and life affirming within you waiting to be tapped into, but you need to make a choice to do that and give yourself some time and space. So, in your soul, there's something you're being called to do. And it's still saying that even in to your core right now, you're struggling to make that choice. But now is the time to do it. Yeah, and it's saying to figure that out, give yourself some me time. I'm also seeing that to your core, you give so much of yourself to the outer. Like this mother energy is you. And you need to start to give some stuff within to your inner. And I feel like there's a spirit mother watching over you. It doesn't have to be your blood mother, but it could be. If she's deceased, there's just a spiritual mother that watches over you that's like, relax, take time for you. I got this, okay? If you want to pull back from the world for a while and go within, do that. And I feel like that's something that you have no problem doing. When you need to pull back, you can pull your energy back. You can go into hermit mode. But when this card comes up, it's letting you know a time of abundance is ahead of you. And you're guided to become empty and ready to receive. So I do feel like in your soul, you've been through a lot. And these things have sat with you, whether you feel like you've carried on or healed. I feel like now they're letting you know you have healed. So let go of the residue of the PTSD of feeling like things can repeat. Because abundance wants to come in. But you have to be empty for it to come in. You can't still be holding on to these past hurts and stuff. You got to slow down and go within to assess things, okay? Take time to assess things, and it'll feel good. Wow, they're literally saying, are you interested in doing a healing course or working with a healer? or reading a healing book, or working with your dreams, dance therapy, or meditation. These things will be good for you. Trust your instincts and intuition and allow yourself time and energy to explore your inner world. Many wonderful things will open up for you as a result. So to your core, in your core, you're meant to be some kind of healer. Offer healing courses, write a healing book, work with people with their dreams, help people reach their dreams, teach dance, offer dance therapy, offer some kind of therapy, teach meditation, do meditation. These things are great for you. And they will feed your soul because they're a part of you in your core. I feel like past lifetime connections for some of you. And when you tap into this true you, everything's going to open up. You're being initiated into the feminine mysteries of intuition at this time. So you're going to be put in a lot of positions that force you to trust or are testing you, whether or not you trust that intuition. So it says inner vision and the world of dreams, signs, and symbols are opening up for you at this time. Your ability to read energy is increasing as you reinforce your unconditionally loving connection to the Divine Mother each day with simple prayer. This can happen so easily, safely, and joyfully. Wow. And that's what I got for you, my pal twos. Interesting. Still longer than I anticipated, but I feel like the ancestors are like, hey, you called on us and we're going to tell y'all what y'all need to hear. So if this resonated, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. We're always welcoming new light workers to join. And please read the description. It tells you other ways we could vibe and work together. I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. Till next time. Bye. I'll be back with Pal 3. Hey, Pal 3, welcome to your session. I don't know if I'm going to make it through without having to stop because my son just woke up, but your card says Sacred Falcon shows the way. I almost feel like if you've been feeling guided at this time, it's because you're being literally guided. And you might even feel a deep connection to animal spirit guides at this time. Maybe you're hearing birds really loud, or they're swooping down in front of you out of nowhere, or, that's for some of you. So let's see. How do people view you, and what is the gossip for my threes? Some of you may have a son who is dominant in your life that people are talking about, or they see you doing a lot with, or they feel like this son is something special. I don't know, that just came up. Okay, how do people view my threes? We got the 10 of Swords reverse. Whew. Goodness. Okay, let me see what else they view, how they view you. The 9 of Swords reversed. And good grief, the Knight of Wands reversed. All right, my threes, I got 2 messages. So you have to see which one sounds like you and resonates. At this time, there's 2 different views I see for this pile. So like I said, take the one that resonates with you. On one end, some people see you as someone who has been so hurt, backstabbed, betrayed. Maybe you was with somebody who was just not faithful, horrible friends, and just how you're just able to be down and get back up. Like you're getting back up from being down is how people see you. It's like you can be betrayed, knocked down, look like you're done for, and get back up. You're also seeing 9 of Swords reversed. You might carry a lot of stresses and worries. Maybe some people feel like you're worry wart. You're always worrying about something or stressing about something that is not for you. Maybe you're worrying about other people, stressing about what other people are doing or what's going on with someone, even if it's a family member. It's like your stresses and worries and concerns are not your own. And with the Knight of Wands reverse, you might be seen as a little bit of flighty. On the other end, you might be seen as someone who deals with people who are flighty. And that's player energy, people who are in and out of your life. That could be how people see you, or they see you as having dealt with people like that a lot. All right, let me sip some water, and then we're going to see if there's any gossip about you. What's the gossip on my threes? 7 of Pentacles. So a lot of people so far on the gossip may be that some seeds you planted may be starting to come in. We have the 4 of Pentacles reverse, or not. Okay. Let me see what else they're saying about you. A lot of Egyptian energy here. You may have a connection to ancient Egypt or some ancient sacred sites. Because that's giving me Greece or Rome, and then you got Egypt, and you got this sacred site there, the Stonehenge. Some of our ancient sacred sites with you that, I don't know why this is coming up now, my threes, but you may be called to visit them, and it will empower you to do so. All right, side note. Then you have the 4 of Wands. All right. So the gossip on you is like you're greedy. I'm almost hearing like people saying you're greedy. 7 of Pentacles. Maybe you're doing a lot of different things. You're planting a whole lot of different seeds. You're just waiting for all of these things to grow. Maybe you're pushy with advertisements. You probably don't think so, but I'm just telling you the gossip. Maybe you are it's like you're constantly trying to plant something to grow. That's the gossip about you. You're always trying to make something grow, but with the 4 of Pentacles reverse, it comes off as making you look greedy to some people, like you're into things for money and not really for a spiritual pursuit or a passion connection. And others are saying like maybe you're doing that because your money ain't good. 4 of Wands is also showing the opposite, that there are also people who the gossip about you is like, Pal 3 got it all together. Happy family life, happy marriage, or great friendships, home, stability. Yeah. So it's like some who are like, you got this stability, and they're like in a good place with it. And then there's some who feel like you have stability, but you're greedy. That's why. Or you're struggling to maintain it, and that's why you're planting so many seeds. That's the gossip on you right now. Bottom of the pile, my threes. Bottom of the deck, what you don't know is that a lot of people, Knight of Cups, Knight of Chalices, a lot of people love you. A lot of people love you. Maybe a younger energy of people. The 8 of Swords is down here too. There's some people who feel like you're stuck in a relationship. I don't know if you ever was stepped outside of your marriage or your relationship. There's some people who feel like you're stuck in it, that have crushes on you or admire you. There's others that you don't realize that want to offer you love. It's something. I'm not even getting like people. I'm getting, you might have admirers you don't know about. Yeah, you might have some admirers you don't know about that feel like they can't get at you because you're stuck. Maybe you're in a marriage, you're in a relationship, or you're just not open to it. I don't know. All right, let's move on to see how the universe sees you. What do your guides feel about you? Okay. I'm going to take 3 cards for how the universe sees you from my homemade deck. Whoa, how the universe sees you. Well, that one flew out. Wow, Pal 3. I had to pause for a very long time to get to this. You definitely got a lot going on. And I know you watching this is probably feeling like it's coming out of left because you're not realizing how long I was occupied. Every last one of my kids woke up when I put this down, these cards down. I had to cook food. I had to change diapers, make juice. Like, y'all, you got too much going on, okay? I feel like that's one of the views of you that the universe, because that's what I'm up to, is how the universe sees you. What do you guys feel about you? Well, they feel like you might want to create a schedule and make more me time. Maybe you have children or you work with children or you have a kid in your life that takes a lot of your energy. You have more me time. But they also want you to know they feel you are beyond fears. You are the medicine. And Star Walker. Ooh, excuse me, that was rude. I burped. I'm sorry, y'all. I ate some soup before this too. All the stuff that I did before I got to reading these cards. All right. So, we see you stepping into roles, positions, and experiences that make you nervous. But you face your fears because you know your purpose needs you. So the universe does see you as someone who is willing to overcome their fears and worries and to go after dreams and goals that feel like they're a calling or a part of your higher purpose. The universe also sees that you are the medicine. Some people and things on this planet need you, literally. The lessons, the good energy, compassion, understanding, unconditional love is exactly what is needed. When we send you, we send you to those in need. When we send, I'm reading it wrong because I left a word out of a card. Sorry, look, I'm editing while reading. When we send you to those in need, you help. We see you and bless you now. So you've helped a lot of people that were in need. And that's because karmically, you may have a lot of people that are either meant to learn a lesson from you, get some good energy from you, some of your compassion, some understanding, or some unconditional love. You usually know what's needed. And the universe is letting you know they see that you're always willing to help. And they're going to send you a blessing for that. And Star Walker, we are always here with you. Oh, you're a star seed, my pal threes. Allow messages to come in. Don't dismiss them. You are connected to one of these energies. So look up either Pleiades, whichever one feels like it's calling to you, Sirius, Orion, Lemuria, or Arcturus. Okay. So that's how the universe sees you. Now, there are some things you need to know that are going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days. Okay? And that's what your guide's going to let you know now. These things are going to be relevant for you in the next 3 to 5 days. You know, we can't do a read where we dissecting what people think about us and what the universe thinks about us without finding out, well, what's coming in for us. Okay. So my pot threes. 1, 2, give you 2 browns, black, and another white wanted to come. That's crazy. I think I only did 5 cards for pile 1. Maybe that's all they needed. My book literally says draw 6 cards. So that's what I'm going to do. But I just realized I don't think I did that for the first pile. And if you followed here from pile 1, I'm sorry. But that's what your ancestors, apparently, they didn't alert me to it. So they said that was good enough. All right. So what's about to be relevant that you need to know? It's going to come in the next 3 to 5 days. Well, you've won the lottery. Well, maybe not exactly, but it will definitely begin to feel like it. Recently, you had an idea and you either did or will act on it. That's when your entire life changes and your dreams come true. Your key words to focus on, to use, to affirm are winning, wishes come true, following your heart, and success. Wow. So the next 3 to 5 days, I keep pushing this. The next 3 to 5 days, you're going to feel like some kind of wish came true. Wow. It's going to be based off of an idea that you're going to act on. Wow. Or that you did act on. It's going to give back now. You need to know an old friend in the spirit realm sends love and light, my three. So you have a friend that has passed on that's sending you love and light from the spirit realm. If you're missing anyone in particular, that's who it is. Okay, threes, you need to know that the timing is not right for a major life change at this time. However, you're supposed to be planning. In 5 weeks or months, it will be time. Wow. So, what's going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days is also that you're going to feel moved to make a major life shift. But they're telling you in the next 3 to 5 days, plan it. Because in about 5 weeks or 5 months, then it'll be time to jump into this major life shift. Okay? What else my threes need to know? In the next 3 to 5 days, you need to know that you will find instant healing through music and nature. There's a special connection you have to the elements. Get out into nature and listen to some music. Next 3 to 5 days, it's going to be healing for you. Blast from your past on the horizon, threes, but it's just a test. Remember, next 3 to 5 days, someone or some situation from your past is going to resurface, but it's meant to test you. Keep that in mind. And lastly, things are shifting. The self-work you've been doing shows. This number 5 must be your number. In the next 5 days, you'll start to see new energy enter. Your keywords are energy shift, new start, and glow up. Wow. And that is what you needed to know. It's going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days. But let's take a look at who you truly are at your soul's core. And you're the sacred falcon shows the way. I'm going to the book for all of these cards to read you the message. So the message for this, my threes. Wow, this has a lot to do with nature. And you literally were just told that music and nature. And my daughter is now singing. I'm hoping when I denoise it doesn't pick up. But there's something connecting you to those two things as healing. Maybe doing outdoor sound healing workshops. Like being a part of them would be healing for you. Maybe just nature walks. Those things are very healing. And listening to beautiful music. It says, my wisdom is embodied in nature. I speak to you through the language of the natural world. And this is coming from Kuan Yin, or the Divine Mother. You will understand my guidance for you as you trust in your observations of nature. Look for my signs. My language is symbolic, humorous, clear, and loving. I talk to you every day, my divine wild child. Within you are the wild instincts and loving institutions that can recognize my signs. The presence of my guiding hand. I'm speaking to you. Look, listen, believe. You are being like spiritually guided very clearly at this time. And in your core center, you're someone that's guided by spirit. Your soul center follows signs. You're somebody who, like, you pay attention to the synchronicities and the signs that happen in your life. And that has helped you take steps closer and closer towards your purpose. Might have sometimes made you go a little off track when you didn't get the sign or the synchronicity correctly, but it still got you back into alignment. Yeah, it could be something someone says, a song on the radio, the appearance of an animal. But you get a lot of dramatic signs. You could get dramatic signs. You could get subtle signs. Excuse me. And that cough attack came out of nowhere. Okay. But that has something to do with throat chakra. And your throat chakra is important. And heart. You have a connection to the divine where you can communicate with the divine very well. You're very connected to spirit. You might have grew up in church, grew up in a certain spiritual belief or religion. I don't want to say a cult, but spiritual groups, things like that. I see that having fostered a lot of who you are at the core is your spirituality. But you have the ability to get signs as well as communicate with you and the divine. So trust your feelings. Don't let your mind talk you out of stuff that your heart is telling you is true. I feel like this lifetime, you're meant to sharpen your instincts and intuition. Okay. And that's who you are at core. At the core, you're intuitive, you're spiritually connected to the energies, the higher energies of this planet. But there may have been fear, shame, and a lot of reliance on logic that could have caused a disconnect at some place, because they're showing this is who you are at the core. So this is where you are trying to get. This is where you want to be. This is who you are meant to be. And at this time, you're learning how to trust yourself again, more unconditionally. And it's safe for you to do that now, your guides are saying. You're discovering who you really are at your core at this time. So your intuition, you're very intuitive, my Power Threes. That's who you are at the core, is a very spiritually connected person. And when you start to become either materialistic or over the top, driven by something other than love or spirit, you're going to find that you get obstacles or issues arising. But that's what I got for you. You stay connected to the divine, and you'll find that you fall more into alignment with who you're meant to be. Don't let any one religion or spiritual belief hold you from your true core self. Break the chains. Some of these spiritual beliefs, I feel like some of you are in beliefs that have so many rules. Break them. Rules, these rules were set by man. They were not set by spirit or by the divine. Keep that in mind. Most spiritual beliefs and religions, the foundation was created by man. So, by a human. So therefore, you can have your own connection to spirit that guides you in another direction. And that's where you are at your core, is someone who can feel this instinctively. Allow yourself to continue to be spiritually guided, my threes, and you'll see a whole bunch of things just seem like they fall into place for you, like you won the lottery. And that's what I got for you. I hope it resonated, because here comes the kid that was singing. If it did, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, remember to subscribe. And everybody, please read the description. It'll tell you about all the ways you could work with me and other platforms you could find me on. And I'm sending you so much light and love on your journey and songs from Turquoise. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. And I'll be back with Power 4. Till next time, y'all. Bye. Hey, Power 4, welcome to this session that I think is going to have a lot of pauses or me having to deal with children, because Power 3's energy woke every kid up in my house. So now all my kids is up. But anyway, you were drawn to Princess of Purity Leaps Across. I was iffy with this. I would have to say this might have been a third. I don't know. I was torn between this one and the one I chose. Now, I chose two. And the only reason why I tell people, you guys, what I choose is because I feel like I'm looking into your energy and your vibrations. And hey, why not be an open book and let you see what I got? So if you want to go check out those pals, like, let me see what message Amina got, then feel free. But this was probably, I said pal 2 was my choice, and I think I said pal 1 was second choice, but this was probably in a tie for me with pal 2. Yeah. So anyway, you also drawn here, Princess of Purity Leaps Across, and I say feel free to be drawn as many as you want to. That just means there's more people talking about you, and the universe has more messages for you than you anticipated. So how do people view you, since we're on that topic, and what's the gossip? How do people view my 4s? We have the 9 of Wands reverse. Whew. They see you as somebody that works very hard. You're seen as someone who is a hard worker. Maybe to the point of doing too much. With the King of Cups. Oh, people see you as being very creative, a creative thinker, very emotionally sound. Like if they need someone to talk to who's going to be emotionally grounded, who's going to talk to them with compassion and from the heart, and like a fatherly, a peaceful, calm, loving father energy, that's how you're seen. Not to say you're masculine or feminine. It's just that that's your energy. Somebody's working very hard at whatever it is. 7 of Swords reversed. You're also seeing, I see 2 things for you. On one end, you have people who feel like you can see like things that are done behind you or in the dark. Like people have tried to backstab you or do sneaky things or spread lies about you or set you up to fail. And for whatever reason, you're seen as someone who can get around that, who can see it, who you can't pull nothing over on Power 4. Then on another end, I see some people seeing you as someone who is always working behind the scenes. Like they don't know. People feel like they never know what you're about to do. Like you're sneaky. You always got something up your sleeve. But some people don't see it in a good light. Some people feel like you have alternative motives. Maybe to be a champion or successful or whatever. And not so much because it's an emotional or heartfelt connection to something. So take whichever resonates. What's the gossip, if there's any? They say about my Power 4 is Hangman reverse. Gossip about you is that you got a whole new perspective and you are acting on it. Maybe people felt like you weren't doing much for a minute. Like maybe you were just in your own corner of the world where people feel like they don't know what you've been up to, but you're like now starting to make moves with a whole new perspective is what I'm hearing, a whole new mindset. I think some people are like, whoa. 10 of Wands reverse. Again, it is talk about you and your responsibilities. Gossip is like you have a lot on your plate and you need to be either asking for help, getting help. People are like, do you need some assistance? 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. You're really, really seen and talked about for being a hard worker and having a lot of responsibility and not really reaching out for assistance. Yeah, because upright, there's people helping. But reverse, you're doing a lot on your own. You have to reach out for help. So that's what people are saying about you. I'm not saying that's what you got to do, but that's what people are saying. And you have the Hierophant reverse. So people are talking about your spiritual beliefs. Or maybe how you live. Either you're in a marriage or a union with someone that's not traditional, that goes against traditional beliefs of a marriage or a union or a relationship or a friendship. Or you have a totally different spiritual belief that some people feel like is taboo or just not traditional. So that's what people are talking about. Your spiritual belief, how you have too many responsibilities and you need to look for assistance, and how you were quiet and not moving, but now they feel like you're moving with a whole different perspective and purpose. At the bottom of the pile, you have the 2 of Pentacles, and this is what the majority of people think of you, is that you juggle. You're a balancing act. The majority of people who know you are saying how Power 4 is able to do more than one thing at a time successfully. Yeah, they don't see the struggle. So if you are struggling, they don't see it. So that was cute and to the point, and you know, we don't care, we just nosy. What we do care about is how the universe sees us. So I'm going to pull your card from my homemade deck, how the universe sees you. Let's see how the universe sees you, what they want to say. You got 3 cards I'm going to pull. Excuse me, I don't know. Power 4. Either you're supposed to be speaking or you're supposed to be quiet right now. It's one of the 2, but my throat chakra started acting up once I got to y'all, pal. All right, you have, so the universe sees you as your reach heals, strictly business, and beauty is your name. So let's see. So your first message from the universe, your reach heals. So Power 4, gifted hands. Your touch is a blessing. Reiki, massage, even a hug. You can literally heal an injured spirit's heart. We love you for being a light. The universe sees you as being able to touch people's hearts with a massage, with a hug, You might even want to think about doing Reiki if you haven't never thought of that. There's something about your open arms, your hands, your touch that can instantly heal people. That's deep. And you have strictly business. I almost felt this same vibe. Was it Power 1 or 2 where it was like people felt like they totally focused on work? And this is yours too, but theirs was a little different. Yours is like, look how he has to watch, like focused, needs to schedule, needs to make time and plan. But the universe says, if it wasn't for you, many things would not have longevity or receive services needed. We see you as the one taking care of business, always making sure things go smoothly and professionally. So, my dear fours, even if you have creative gifts, even if you have healing gifts, what it seems that the universe is saying your focus should be on is offering working through some kind of business, like taking care of a business, maybe not having your own, but working for someone where maybe you are a supervisor or you are managing or you are directing, making sure everything is running well. I'm hearing director, manager, supervisor. Um, but it's like you as a part of certain businesses, if you weren't there, those businesses probably would have failed, had a lot of issues. People wouldn't have got received the services that they were coming for. So the universe is letting you know that they see this. And things are always going to go for you smoothly and professionally when it comes to business, because the universe is giving you that blessing now. And you have beauty is your name. Do you know how beautiful you are, my beloved? You are the sun's rays manifest, the moon beams in the flesh, and this is from within to your breathtaking outer. Just seeing your face is uplifting to people. That's crazy. You can touch people, they could just see your face and feel uplifted, healed, happy, joyous. That's a beautiful gift. And that's how the universe sees you. And because of that, you are getting blessed. Now, there are some things you need to know that your guides want you to know that are going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days. I only pulled 5 for Power 1, so I'm going to be fair. I did 6 for the other powers. I'm going to do 5 for this one. So 1 and 4 will match. You got 1. Okay, 2, 3. That one's supposed to come out together. 4. And another white one, 5. All right, so my 4s. These things are going to be relevant in the next 3 to 5 days. The world is calling to you. See it. It's time for you to plan to travel, honey. Next 3 to 5 days, an opportunity may present itself for you to start to plan. We are coming up on a new moon at the time of this filming. That'll be a good time to make a deposit, a payment towards a trip. But it's time for you to see the world. And that means international travel. So get your passport. Your light is addictive. Protect it. Next 3 to 5 days, you might be in environments and situations where your light is going to be radiant and noticeable. And maybe you're going to be around people who are in the shadow a little bit. They're going to be attracted to that light. And that means you'll end up with a lot of people that either just want to feed off of you or vampire-like energy. Protect your light. Next 3 to 5 days, that's going to be relevant for you. So if you have rosary beads, if you have blessed leques, if you have a cross, ankh, whatever you carry as a symbol of longevity and protection. If you have some black obsidian or black tourmaline crystal, all of these things will help you protect your energy. You also need to know, just imagine your name in lights. You completed that goal. It could be on a sign, a poster, or the lights of a computer screen, but you're being honored or respected for what you do. Can you feel it? Good. Because something like this is coming. Wow. Next 3 to 5 days. You're going to be honored or respected for something that you do. Your key words to focus on and affirm: manifestations, honor and respect, goals, intention, luck, and fame. Wow. You also need to know that your life is about to take an amazing turn, pal 4. It's hard to explain. Where you feel stuck, things are going to begin to flow very fast. Wow. Next 3 to 5 days. And lastly, things aren't things aren't happening fast enough for you, huh? Well, okay. Your patience is paid off. We see you. We've been with you every step of the way. However, take heed because things are about to start moving fast. He just told you that. Get rest. Everything, and yes, everything is about to manifest. Your key words are patience, payoff, rest, vacation, chariot energy, momentum, and manifestations. You got manifestations twice. I'm quite sure that in the next 3 to 5 days, something you manifested is coming in for sure. Wow. And it's possibly this honoring or someone just giving you some extra respect for something you do or you've done, some extra luck coming in. But things are going to be moving fast for you in the next 3 to 5 days. So get ready. Wow. So who are you truly to your soul's core? You're the princess of purity leaps across. And for me, it just feels like somebody who just can get through obstacles. Like there's nothing that stops you. Nothing that stops you, pal. For. See, a message says, and this is from the Wild Kuan Yin Oracle, I have such faith in you that I have placed what appears to be an obstacle in your way. It is actually a stepping stone that will help you rise. So if you felt like you were facing obstacles for, each of those obstacles you're learning now were to help you elevate. If there were no challenges, how would you gain trust and confidence in yourself? Through my grace, in yourself, in me. Through my grace, I'm giving you an invisible boost. You shall leap over this obstacle with such lightness of heart and foot. You shall then believe that anything is possible. And that's what I feel you are to the core. You are someone with luck, like anything is possible for you. Yeah, trust in divine grace. And that's what you do in your soul core. You trust. And you also trust in the goodness of people. But but sometimes some situations didn't always work out as you had hoped. Um yeah. When this card comes up, there's something that's going to be a challenge that you are growing through, that you could be growing through right now. All right, it could be giving you some unease or discomfort that you can't explain, but the good news is that you're being blessed with an empowerment of grace. And I just feel like this is your core center is like you're able to get over obstacles, and every time you do, you're elevated. You give me ascended master energy, like that's your path. um you're not someone who's easily pulled into drama, but you in your core, to your core, you're for the underdog. So it's not easy for you to walk away if someone's trying to pull you into their drama that you feel is unjustifiably being, in that position. But it's necessary for you to learn to have compassion and set clear boundaries, though. It's something with your compassion getting you into things. Or maybe you are so compassionate that sometimes people feel you're intrusive. Um, yeah, love yourself more and set clear boundaries. But you can get through any issue. At your core, you can get through any issue. It's like the divine always steps in and will help you. Yeah, you don't have to worry about controlling any outcomes. Just accept the way through. That'll be showing itself to you. It's like it'll show you. You're going to see a way usually clears for you to get through situations. So whenever you feel like you don't know which way to go or something's in your way, there's like something in your core that tells you there's always another way. There's always another option. And as long as you have that in your heart and your mind is open and you relax, the way is shown to you. The way is shown to you. Act when you feel you need to act and rest when you need to rest. And I think that is your lesson that you're learning in this lifetime as well. One of the lessons. But this is a beautiful read. I hope it resonated. This is your reading, Pal 4. If it did resonate, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please join us, subscribe, and become another one of the light workers that are a part of this light tribe. And always read my description because I tell you there how you can be a part of my upcoming workshops, my retreats, as well as join me on my other platforms for more guidance and love and light. And that's what I'm sending you. So much love and light on your journey, Power Fours. Peace, blessings, and all the goodies that come from being a part of this family of light. Until next time, y'all. Love you. Bye.